All right, Shalom Akim. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rachak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, like millstone, and who teach and rule well, and will touch this truth. And peace and blessings be unto you, full Akim, ye brothers, that also push out this word in truth, faith, and sincerity. And those who want this lesson be edifying unto you. All right, don't have a title for it yet, but just wanted to bring out scriptures concerning pretty much the severity of as this year was coined, right? You know, the year of apostates, the year of apostasies. All right, and just on the way over, I had a long ride, and I was just thinking about how truly our people don't realize that speaking heresies and going about your way to quote unquote do your own thing, all right, while having having obtained this word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, knowing what you know and having great respect amongst Aki and what have you, all right, but having a spirit hop on you and then doing such and such, I'm not thinking of anybody in particular, but I know for a fact brothers can pretty much just meditate and think, what we have seen throughout the years, all right, but nevertheless, that act of pretty much doing your own thing and pretty much teaching all manner of just pretty much your own deceitful lusts, to put it simply, all right, for whatever purpose, it could be vainglory, all right, it could be out of malice, in the eyes of men, all right, but nevertheless, that whole behavior, that anastrophe, that negative anastrophe, the way of conduct, all right, can literally lead to your death, man. All right, can literally lead to harsh judgment by Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, as well as whoever may see or hear or follow you, man. All right, this is Ezekiel 14:4. It says, "Therefore speak unto them and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to the prophet, I the Lord will answer to him." Salaki says, "I the Lord will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols." All right, and the reason why I brought this out is because, indeed, anything that you do, all right, without being in the spirit of the Lord, to put it simply, it's pretty much idol worship, man. If you're doing this to fill the deeds of your belly, or to fill the deeds of the next man in front of you, or the left or your right, all right, and just wanted to fill his deeds because he went off and did his own thing, this is idol worship, man. All right, not only is it really just idol worship, it's also what another bad crime that can lead unto death is putting up a stumbling block, man. The scriptures describe Israel or Jerusalem as a stumbling block already to the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, to our enemies. So imagine actually being a stumbling block to who? The Lord's flock. All right, a cause for stumbling, and then here it is, you're coming in a whole different name, you're coming in a whole different spirit, all right, all for the sake of what, man? All in all, at the end of the day, whatever these individuals like to do or want to do, it's not out of sincerity, out of the heart, man. All right, and ultimately, it's not a spirit that derives from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and guess what? The Lord is going to answer him or whoever may do it, to who it applies to, or according to your doings, man. According to your doings and according to pretty much what you teach as well. All right, you hear brothers say a lot that these are the camps that teach, for example, Revelations the 13th chapter. All right, to say something other than what it really is, what it obviously is, to the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, starting from our apostles on down. All right, we know what it is, but here it is. If people want to change it up, all right, for the sake of drama or just wanting to be heard and whatever, have your name be in the midst of drama, like how these prideful yo-yos like it. All right, guess what? Those same people, they're gonna end up taking the exact same thing that they're claiming it isn't what it is. All right, and we've seen the drawbacks that come from pretty much following these what broke lame ass leaders, man. We saw it mainly during what C19. All right, how a whole conglomerate of people just did as one man said, and just go ahead and just take assistance from Esau, Edom, and the devil. All right, that there's gonna be judgment for that, man. And really, if it haven't been said or been seen, it indeed has happened already. We just don't know about it, man. All right, because the Lord looks upon these things. The Lord doesn't forget. Come on, right? So, I'll bring this up. This is John 3:34. It says, "For he whom the Most High hath sent speaketh the words of the Most High, for the Lord giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him." All right? And indeed, the Lord has sent us, but what? Few are called. So like if you are chosen. All right? So what many are called, meaning you're going to have so many Jakes out there. And then this truth is already mainstream. All right? It's literally, you have people, not people, you have individuals, Jakes, that, may or may not teach on, TikTok, Facebook, X, Instagram. All right, they have these other platforms that they teach on, but what are they teaching? What are they even on there for, really? What's your whole purpose of actually pushing out this word, if they even see it that way, right? And the reason why is because it's set up to be those same stumbling blocks that I mentioned before. Not only is it judgment unto them, whatever their end it may be, all right, but they're set up to be again those same stumbling blocks, man. A lot of these people that you see today, all right, they're obviously splinter factions, whatever you want to call them. All right, or people that split off from one West, all right, that are pretty much doing and teaching their own thing. But nevertheless, this harsh judgment can fall upon anybody. All right. See, people literally forget that, and the reason why is because, again, this is pride. All right, your heart truly has departed from the Heavenly Father, man. It's to the point where, let's be honest, you have that little voice in the back of your head saying, "Nothing happened to me yet," and truly, what your pride or whatever was holding you back previously, all right, that caused you to fall out or that caused you to pretty much bug out and teach your own thing. All right, it's pretty much gonna be the death of you, man. All right, that's gonna be your judgment. And here it is. What's worse, Lord can truly take out not only just one person, but a whole group of people for what? For the sake of judgment, for the sake of as admonishment, as a warning too. All right, you have to speak the Lord's word. You have to speak Yahweh Shem Shai's word, which is why. Here, Great Millstone, that's something that we boldly proclaim, that we have the 100% truth. This is 1 Timothy 4:2. 4:1 says, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, and having their conscience seared with a hot iron." All right? And the thing is, their conscience truly is, they're pretty much set in their own ways, man. There's nothing that you can say. There's nothing that you can do. They're not going to show humility. All right? And the times to come, at the height of Jacob's trouble, they're going to take the chip. All right? They're going to take the chip. They're the same plagues that they had said that the same plagues that they said it's not going to happen is what's going to consume them. Oops. All right? The same people that said that this specific nation or that nation isn't going to rise up and we're not going to see the sword is the same people that are going to be consumed by the sword, man. That's literally what's going to happen for speaking all manner of heresies, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 23:1. This is just to prove it. All right, it says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastures, saith the Lord." All right, woe, meaning death and destruction, literally be unto pastors. All right, another word for pastor is essentially a leader. All right, and if my brothers can look them up, actual videos of pastors leading an actual flock of sheep, or it ain't gotta be sheep, but any other animal. All right, if something happens to where scattering occurs, it can literally mean imminent danger for those flock members, man. All right, they can run off a damn cliff, they can get hit by a car. It was said like that because here it is in this time. That's literally what is happening, man. See, it starts mentally, spiritually, and then at the end of the road, the Lord just takes you out, man. All right, it's serious business, you know. And that is a high what's the word for it? Just an infamous crime to commit, because here it is, we're set up to be the defenders of the gospel, but yet these people just go about their ways, man. Set and to literally just continue to do the evil and scatter away the Lord's flock, man. And for that, the Lord has a harsh judgment onto you, man. It's going to be to the sword, man. See? We've seen that time and time again, all right? Small cases where it ain't even got to be about doctrine, man. All right? But here it is. Instead of being a sincere brother, you're just an agent of Shaitan. All right? And this is why we have to pray that we're just truly going to be one of those remnant, all right, that is going to be saved, the 144,000, the ones that may have stumbled, right, but that stumbling didn't overtake them, man, or the ones that pretty much had gotten out of the way through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and received mercy and didn't take part or was not made victim of those same stumbling blocks, man. But as for everyone else, all right, and again, as how the year was quoted, all right, this is the year of apostasies, man, all right, and agents and heresies, but nevertheless, to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they're going to be destroyed, man. All right, so those one, this video was edifying. I'm going to close out by giving all praises, honor, and glory